quick order of operations review. I have 3 examples for you, and we're going to go through them. First thing I'd like to do is just remind you of the order of operations. Your first step is always to look for parentheses. So in this problem, example 1, there's parentheses. So I go right to the problem and I work out what's in parentheses, and then I copy the rest of the problem down. So that's my first step. Okay, after you've done parentheses, look for exponents. There's no exponents in this problem. So after you've done parentheses and exponents, look for multiplication and division, whichever comes first. And you do whichever comes first. So that means looking left to right, as you read the problem left to right, you do either a multiplication or division, the first one that you encounter. So the first thing that I encountered in this problem is division, so 18 divided by 2 is 9. Then you copy the rest of the problem down, times 3, minus 7. And then you go back to the beginning of the problem, because now there's still multiplication in the problem. So 9 times 3 is 27. Take away 7. Now we're down to the last step. Do addition and subtraction, whichever comes first. The only thing left is subtraction. 27 take away 7 is 20. That's your final answer. Okay, so we're going to practice that with example 2. So, let's go through the steps again. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, or division then multiplication, whichever comes first, add and subtract, or subtract and add, whichever comes first. So looking at this problem, parentheses we have, so we go to the inside of the parentheses and we treat it like a little problem. So within the little problem, we have to do the division first. So copy your parentheses down. 8 plus 12 divided by 4 is 3, so we do 8 plus 3, and then just copy the rest of the problem down. You'll notice I never use equals signs in these big order of operation problems, because I just write what the new simplified problem is below it, and that's easier than writing equal signs everywhere, because that is very hard to read. Since I still have parentheses, I continue to work. 8 plus 3 is 11, so that's just one number. I don't need the parentheses anymore. So I'm going to copy the rest of the problem down, and I start again. So now I look for multiplication and division, and I do whatever comes first. So the first thing that happens is the multiply. So I have 11 plus 10, take away. Since I've done the multiply, I can now do the divide. 3. So we've done parentheses. There were no exponents. We did the multiplies and divides, so now we can add and subtract in order of what appears first. So first thing we do is add, then subtract. Our final answer is 18. Okay. Those are kind of an easy and a medium problem. Today I said I would do also a more difficult problem. So we have all the directions still here. I group those up and then shrink them up so we can look at them while we do example 3, which is a little more complicated, because now we have parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Everything in one problem. First, look for parentheses and treat that like a separate problem. So copy the problem down. Well, when you get to what's in the parentheses, you have to do the multiply before the divide, because that's what comes first. So I'm going to have 18, because that's what 2 times 9 is, divided by 3. Go back to the beginning of the problem. Still have parentheses. So we continue to work in the parentheses. That's 6. So copy the rest of the problem down. 38 minus 2 squared times 9 plus the 6. Parentheses are done. Now we're going to do exponents. Exponents are those little superscript numbers right there. It's an exponent. So that is the same. Remember exponents, 2 squared is just 2 times 2, which is 4. You get 2 cubed, just to show you the difference, it would be 2 times 2 times 2, which is 4 times 2, which is 8. So exponents work that way. In this problem, we just have 2 squared. So as you see, 2 squared is 4. So I'm going to do 38, take away 4 times 9 plus 6. I've done all the parentheses, I've done the exponents, now I have to do multiplication because there's no division left. Multiplication is the next thing. So 38, take away 36 plus 6. So now I've taken care of the multiplication and division. So I do addition and subtraction, whichever comes first. Subtraction comes first here. 38 take away 36 is 2, plus 6. 2 plus 6 is 8. Final answer, 8.